Hello, it's April from April's Home, and today I thought I would share with you some of the meals that we ate for dinner in February. This is the meal that we're having tonight. It's a delicious hamburger soup with lots of vegetables and cabbage, and I'm using some bone broth that I made up about a month or so ago. I've also made up a batch of noodles. My husband loves to put noodles in his soup. I always make my noodles separately from my soup so that they don't get overcooked, and then you can just serve how many noodles you want. And if you prefer not to have noodles, you can just eat it like this. So this is our dinner tonight. Now I'll go ahead and share with you some of the other meals that we had this month. Tonight for dinner, we are having a chicken parmesan. Today I'm eating low carb, so I have here with this meal a couple pieces of chicken tenderloin that I've cooked in some onions with some celery. I added my marinara sauce. To the marinara sauce, I added some additional spices like Italian seasonings and oregano and garlic and onion powder and things like that. I also added in a can of mushroom pieces just to add some additional veggies to the marinara sauce. And then I added in a drizzle of heavy cream to the sauce just to give it a little bit of creaminess. Then topped that with mozzarella. For my husband, I've made up a batch of penne pasta. This will last us throughout the week for leftovers as well. And he will serve his chicken parmesan on top of penne pasta. I've also roasted up a bunch of carrots and steamed some broccoli, and then I sprinkled some fresh parmesan over the top. So that's tonight's dinner, chicken parmesan with roasted carrots and broccoli, and also an option to have this meal with some penne pasta. Tonight for dinner, we are having chicken apple sausages with an apple coleslaw and this fun onion parmesan bread that I made using a Pillsbury pizza crust that I had in my fridge. So I thought I would just bake it up with a little bit of olive oil, herbs, parmesan, and slivered red onions. So I'm going to go ahead and serve up my plate now. Here's our dinner tonight, all served up. I've got my chicken apple sausage. It's the Aidells sausage, served on a bed of apple coleslaw, and I'll be sharing that recipe in my upcoming coleslaw video. And again, I've served that alongside of some Parmesan onion bread that I made using some Pillsbury refrigerated pizza dough. So that is tonight's dinner. Tonight for dinner, we are having a turkey veggie rice combo here. Usually I use stir-fry veggies, but I was out of those, so instead I did the bell peppers and onion combo, which smells really delicious. I have served mine over cauliflower rice, but I've also made regular rice for my husband and grandkids who are here tonight. And I've also served that with a side of mixed veggies, the broccoli, cauliflower, and carrot blend. And later on for dessert, I made a peach and blueberry fruit crisp that I'll share with you when that's ready to go. So that's tonight's dinner, ground turkey with veggies over rice or cauliflower rice and a side of veggies. And for dessert, we are having a fruit crisp. I've just done some frozen peaches and blueberry with a little tiny bit of sugar and cinnamon and baked that with a oatmeal crumble topping and served that with a little tiny side of ice cream. So that's dessert for tonight, a nice yummy peach blueberry fruit crisp with ice cream. Tonight for dinner, we are having beef broccoli over rice or cauliflower rice. I had leftover rice and cauliflower rice from last night's dinner, so I just reheated that for tonight's dinner. I made up some beef that I had in the freezer, along with some onions, some mushrooms, and a little bit of soy sauce, low sodium soy sauce, and garlic powder and pepper. And then I steamed my broccoli in the same pan that everything was cooking in. So that's tonight's dinner. Beef broccoli over rice. Tonight for dinner, I thought that I would whip up a quick zuppa toscana. I'm just going to make it easy. I found some mild pork sausage in the freezer. My husband prefers a milder sausage flavor, so I thought I would use that one tonight. And because it's a little bit later in the day, I thought I would save time using one of these frozen veggie packs that I made up from my Azure standard bulk order of frozen onions, celery, and carrots. So I'm going to go ahead and use that to start this soup out with. It'll make prep much easier. Then we'll clean up some potatoes and add the kale in towards the end, as well as a little bit of cream that I have in the fridge. So that's what I'll be making for tonight's dinner. Okay, so here's our soup all ready. This is a soup similar to a zuppa toscana, sort of just a rustic potato, sausage, and kale soup with cream. It is very easy to make. So that's tonight's dinner, this delicious soup that I will be serving with some baguette. Tonight for dinner, we are having soup left over from last night, my Tuscan sausage, potato, and kale soup. And along with that, I have a few pieces of leftovers from some of my baking projects that I filmed today, some dill pickle pizza and a dill pickle puff. My husband made the comment that my dill pickle pizza would also taste really good with some jalapenos added, so I might try that next time. But that is what is for dinner tonight. Some leftover dill pickle pizza and dill pickle puffs. Probably that recipe has already been posted by the time this one will go up. Tonight for dinner, I am making a spinach cauliflower rice casserole. This is a twist on my regular spinach and rice casserole. I'm going to try to swap out the rice for this riced cauliflower. I'm going to add some eggs and some cheese, as well as some onion and garlic powder. I've got my spinach thawed out here. This is just one block of spinach thawed out. Got some salt and pepper as well. I will be cooking that along with some chicken that I've got starting to simmer here. It's frozen right now. I'm going to go ahead and cook that all the way through, and then I'm going to add some cream and sun-dried tomatoes to that, as well as some Italian seasonings. But now I thought I would go ahead and get my spinach rice casserole baking in the oven. I've got a 9x13 pan that I'm about to spray with pan spray. I'm going to empty the cauliflower rice into this bowl along with the spinach, then we'll mix in the eggs and cheese. I have emptied my cauliflower rice into this bowl along with the spinach. I've started kind of mixing it together, but not too much. Just kind of got it into the bowl. Then in the bowl that I had the spinach in, I went ahead and cracked my 3 eggs and whisked them up with a fork a bit. Now I'm going to add just a dash of onion powder and a dash of garlic powder, a little bit for some added flavor. I love pepper in recipes like this, so I'm definitely going to add some of that. It looks like a lot, but it's actually not that much there. And then a few dashes of salt. Now I'm going to go ahead and get this all mixed together. And I'm going to go ahead when it's all mixed up and mix it throughout this casserole. And then I'm going to add my cheese. I have mixed in my egg mixture with all of the cauliflower rice and spinach. And now I've added about 1.5 cups to maybe 1 3/4 cups of this rustic cut Mexican blend cheese. I just wanted to use this up. Normally I prefer the shredded cheese, but I had plenty of this left, and I thought I would go ahead and use that up in this recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and stir that in and then transfer it to my 9x13 pan. Then I'll probably top it with a little bit more cheese. We'll see how this looks once it's all mixed in. And then I'll get that covered with foil. My casserole is transferred into the baking pan here. You can see plenty of cheese in it, but I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle a little bit over the top before I cover it in foil. Okay, here it is, topped with cheese. Now I'm going to go ahead and cover it with foil. I have covered my pan with foil here, making sure to really seal the edges there so it can steam inside the casserole dish here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in a 375-degree oven for probably close to half an hour or so, just to make sure that the veggies are thoroughly cooked and that the egg and cheese are all set up. I'm excited to see how this compares to my standard spinach and rice casserole. My spinach rice casserole is out of the oven. It baked for a little over half an hour, and it smells really wonderful. I tried a little bit, and it tastes really, really similar to my regular spinach rice casserole, so I'm excited to try this for dinner tonight. Along with that, we are having some chicken with sun-dried tomatoes and Italian seasonings and a little bit of cream. I think this flavor will go really nicely with our spinach rice casserole. So now I'm going to go ahead and get it served up. And here is our dinner plated up, our spinach rice casserole and chicken with sun-dried tomatoes and Italian seasonings. I'm definitely looking forward to this dinner tonight. It was really fun to be able to make my spinach rice casserole with the cauliflower rice tonight, and I'm really excited to try that out. Tonight for dinner we are having Swiss mushroom burgers. I've just cooked up a couple of burger patties, topped them with some sauteed mushrooms and onions, and then top that with a thin slice of Swiss cheese. We've got some homemade baked sweet potato fries there. And then a little bit more of the sauteed mushrooms and onions on top of a bed of sauteed kale, and then a salad with a little bit of a ranch dressing. So that's our dinner tonight. Mushroom Swiss burgers, baked sweet potato fries, kale with some more of our delicious mushrooms and onions, and a salad. Tonight for dinner, we are having leftovers from our Sunday dinner. Sunday, I made a big pulled pork. I served that as barbecue pulled pork sandwiches. I am skipping the bun tonight, so I just put a pile of the pulled pork here with a little drizzle of barbecue sauce. And for side dishes, I made a bacon broccoli salad, and I made a batch of coleslaw that I served on the barbecue pulled pork sandwiches. Again, I'm just having that on the side today. Then I made a dill potato salad to go with this. This was from our family dinner night meal, and we were celebrating a birthday, so we had a lot of fun side dishes as well as the yummy barbecue pulled pork. So that is our dinner tonight. Leftovers from our family dinner night, barbecue pulled pork, broccoli salad, coleslaw, and dill potato salad. Tonight for dinner, we are having egg roll in a bowl. So I have done a ground turkey egg roll in a bowl here. I've combined a coleslaw mix as well as a broccoli slaw mix with a chopped up onion and some chopped up celery. And I got that all sauteed together with the cooked meat. I seasoned it with a little bit of garlic, salt, pepper, onion powder, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of soy sauce, and a few dashes of hot sauce as well. Also, for good measure, I did add a couple scrambled eggs to the whole pan, so we've got some added protein with a little bit of scrambled egg added into this delicious smelling egg roll in a bowl. I'm really excited for dinner tonight. It smells absolutely delicious. I also made some white rice to go alongside my husband's just so he can stretch his out a little bit further if he wants. And I'm serving that with some of these delicious Cara oranges. So that is our dinner tonight. Turkey egg roll in a bowl with oranges. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at some of the different meals that we ate during February. And now I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this dinner tonight, this very delicious smelling hamburger vegetable soup. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.